This is the FTC scratch box, and it's one of my favorite calls to use in the woods. It's one of those calls that turkeys don't hear a lot of. Not a lot of guys use the scratch box, but it has a fantastic sound. Makes great clucks and purrs and yelps. And a unique sound. I make almost all of my scratch boxes with a cedar soundboard, and this particular one has a cedar box as well, but sometimes it'll have pecan or walnut or cherry. I almost always use a cedar striker also for these calls. And the way that it works is really simple. Put a little bit of chalk on the striker. My calls have a little piece of chalk that's built into it, a holder for that. And what I do always remind folks of is that too much chalk is not good. And using the sort of pasty chalk and not just the regular whiteboard type chalk is also not good. It gums up the grooves that are in the wood that have been put in there for the sound friction on the soundboard. And so if you put too much chalk on it or get too much of that gummy chalk on it, it's going to clog it up and be much harder to use or be impossible to use. And so just a light coat of chalk is all you need on it before you use it each time, and that light coat will last you most of the time, most of the hunt. And so anyway, the way that I play it is I hold the soundboard or rather the striker in my hand like this, just pressing one end against the palm of my thumb and holding the other end with my middle finger, and then hold the call like this on one of the corners here, so that the soundboard is coming down against the call. The logo on the front of the call is kind of facing towards me, and then from there it's just pretty easy. You place the soundboard on and almost lifting it up towards you, kind of as a motion like this coming towards you, to make clucking sounds. Make the purr. You can just drag it across the soundboard, but what I like to do is press my thumb against this side just to give me a little bit of tension. Like that, and lift it up a little bit. The yelp is simply dragging it towards you and in a steady motion. And that's how you make the basic calls on the scratch box.